Hey, I got some good news. A little bit of good news. Since you mentioned the Netflix series with, what was it called again?
House of Cards.
House of Cards, which has been like this big deal because House of Cards was kind of their first thing, right? Wasn't that their first series?
I don't believe it was their first original series, but it was probably the biggest hit. It was one of the best video productions I've ever seen in my entire life, and it aired exclusively on Netflix.
Right, and they released the entire season all at once. They didn't make anybody wait.
When they let it go, you could just watch the entire thing in whatever 12, 13 hours,
as they call it. Now,
which I did.
So Netflix is
repeatedly.
Really they've changed television as a result of that, or they are changing sort of the way television is thought of by people, and they've become a major player and a competitor with these big networks who are producing content as well, because they're producing original shows now. Well, there's interesting news here it's all over the place. In this case, it's VentureBeat.com. About how Netflix and the Weinstein Company are now going to be releasing the sequel to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon simultaneously on Netflix the same day as it's released in movie theaters.
Interesting.
I just saw the headline as you had it there, and I was really excited just to see that headline, because especially they're working directly with the Weinstein Company. They are huge in the movie industry, of course. So if they're teaming up with them to release movies the same day that they're released in theaters, you're going to that's a major game changer in video delivery.
Huge disruption in the delivery of movies, and I know that there are probably some very upset theater owners right now who, for the longest time, this is the first time this has ever happened.
Yeah.
For the longest time, the theater guys had first dibs, right? They would have the movie for several weeks, and what we did see happening was after a movie was done with its theatrical run, is that it would be released sooner and sooner. Like over the last decade, it seems like the time frame that it would take to end the theatrical run to DVD was shrinking. Like these days, it seems like a DVD will come out just a couple weeks after a theatrical run almost. It seems like that. It's really
long.
shrunk.
I think that you can thank the Pirate Bay and piracy in general for that in large part, because of course people were getting the DVDs from bootleggers, well prior to them being released in the stores, and a lot of people would just as soon walk into the store and buy the DVD as get it from the shady guy in front of the bodega. So I think I think that this is
it's a game
really
changer.
huge. Now, have you read the article yet? Does it say? I mean, are they going to introduce a pay-per-view thing for this, or this is just going to be part of your Netflix streaming subscription?
As I understand it, it's going to be part of the deal.
That is huge. Yeah. That is amazing.
I don't know for sure on that, but
it's going to kill theaters.
Well, maybe it will, maybe it won't. I mean, there's a lot of people who said that VCRs were going to kill the movie business too.
Right. I think there's still a lot of room in the marketplace to go see it in the theater on the big screen.
With a big
have your bucket of popcorn, and you can leave it on the floor, and you don't have to clean up after yourself.
See you tomorrow. FreeTalkLive.com.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.